those that are wanting to take their Instagram to another level, just starting out, what we're going to do is today, I'm going to ask Ricky, the lovely guru, some questions on how to improve your social media. So Ricky, my first question to you is, um, why use Instagram? Like, why not like Twitter or Facebook? What's so good with Instagram?
Well, the other platforms are good, they're fine. But Instagram is unique in the sense that it's easier to be found on
Okay.
Instagram. Because of the different features that Instagram has, people who don't know you in a whole nother country can find you in a second. It gives you a lot more reach. It's a lot faster. It's a lot more.
Uh-oh. I think I lost you. I think I lost you there. I heard a lot more reach. What's up? What else? Oh no. I think I lost you again. What up, guy? You should never be shocked with me, man. You should know this. I I added you back, Ricky. I think I did. Yeah, I did add you. I'm waiting on you. Oh boy. All right, Fully. I'm gonna holler at you when I get back.
Okay, I'm back.
I was
Not
like, I
really sure what
want.
happened there.
I me either, but hey, this is the first for everything, right?
Yeah, it just took me right out, and I was like, oh, okay.
I honestly thought it was me, so I'm like, what do I do from this point on?
Yeah, it literally just took me out, and I don't know why. I don't know.
It's all.
But as I was saying, what was I saying?
The last part that I remember, it was you said something about like a further reach or something amongst that line.
Yeah, yeah. On Instagram, you get a much farther reach than you do on, let's say, Facebook, because Facebook is really hard to like branch out. And with a lot of other social platforms, you have to already know people, and those people help share you. As to where Instagram, you could start from scratch and reach a whole big plethora of people, and it's very niche oriented. So you can find a lot of the people that fit what you do a lot faster, a lot easier, and a lot better.
Okay. Okay. And so far, what you explained, could you give some of the viewers some of the things that you've done that help you get more viewers? Like, what is your Instagram about? What is your market?
Okay. My Instagram is basically positivity, and it's based around like I have a positivity and self development blog and YouTube channel, and so that's basically my niche. That and social media, of course. And so basically, I have based off of the kind of pictures I post, the hashtags I use, and the kind of engagement that I give and receive is based around those things. And the more that you involve yourself in that, in whatever your niche is, the more people that fit in that same niche will end up coming to you. Like it may seem really surprising how you just posting what you're about brings more people in.
Right. Okay. Cool, cool. So I overheard you say hashtags. I mean, I seen them things everywhere. Twitter has them, Facebook has them. How many hashtags can we use on Instagram?
On Instagram, the max is 30.
30. Okay. So I mean, what's really the purpose of it? I mean, just a bunch of words. Why would I even want to use hashtags?
Well, hashtags basically is the way that people find you. People that you
Okay.
don't know or would never just ordinarily just come across you. That's how they would find you. The one of the easiest ways. So based
Okay.
off of what your niche is, you would use a hashtag like let's say like I said, I'm self development. One of the things that I would use as a hashtag today would be something like hashtag motivation Monday. And people who want motivation or need something like that because it's Monday would click on that hashtag or put it in search. Don't even have to put hashtag. And
Okay.
I will come up because I posted something and used it.
Cool. And so within the hashtags, like what experiences have you had okay, better question. Do you actually use all 30 hashtags, or what is your experiences of using the amount of hashtags that you use?
I used to use all 30 hashtags. I used to use all of them, but I found that it's a lot more effective to use less, but use the ones that you do. I use between 15 and 20.
Okay.
And first of all, the reason I don't use 30 is because that's just a lot. It's a lot to come up with because hashtags are very specific. Like you don't want to use hashtags that already have 2 million people using them. Like you can, but it's harder to find you that way because there's so many people already using the hashtag.
Right.
So it helps and it benefits you if you use the hashtags that, let's say, when you type it in, it has like 100,000, 200,000, something like that. So it's popular. People are researching it. People are using it, but it's not like so many people that you can get lost in it.
Right. Right.
And
Makes sense.
so that takes a certain amount of research, keyword research, and just looking up things that other people who do what you do are using. And like I said, Monday motivation is a really popular one, so I don't always use that one. But something like Monday mood, maybe a little less popular that Monday, and but it's still enough. So if somebody researches it or just researches Monday mood will still show up. They'll still see me, and I won't get lost between like 2, 3, 4, 5 million other people that are using the same hashtag at the same time.
Perfect. And just like a little sign off for the viewers, is there any outlets or how do you come up with the hashtags? Where do you get your own hashtags, or where could you give some information for the new guys that are starting out to get some hashtags going?
The way that I get my hashtags and the hashtags that I get from my clients, they do have apps. They have apps that'll help you hashtag generator. You put in whatever your niche is, and they will give you a plethora of hashtag. Tailwind, for example, is one of them. The Tailwind app has like they do a lot for you on that app as far as Instagram is concerned. But one of the things is hashtag. They can come up with 30 hashtags for you based off of whatever your niche is. For myself, what I usually do is I type in one thing in the search bar and I just start researching things that make sense. What I do kind of takes longer, but it kind of better make sure it perfectly fits what I'm posting because I'm very particular. And the same thing with my clients. I'm very specific and kind of picky about what I want to put. So, yeah.
So just so the viewers understand a little bit more, because I kind of see where you made that transition. So for the viewers that first starting out, it'd be better for them maybe to go on the app, get like some hashtags generators, get a feel for the theme. But as they progress, as they get more specific, then they do their own research and they try to tie in the things that works best for them.
Yes, exactly. Because Tailwind, while it's amazing, it's a great app to use when you're first starting out, especially because it'll help you get the most popular hashtags, ones that fit your niche, all that other stuff. And when you're first starting on Instagram, you're not going to be able to just make up hashtags off the top of your head. That's not going to be a thing. So it's helpful to do that at the very beginning. There are many other hashtag generators. There are some that are free. I know Tailwind isn't free, but it's not expensive, and it also has a free 30-day trial, like a lot of them do. So that's really good. And then after you get a little bit more experience and you see what hashtags are working and what hashtags aren't working, that'll kind of help you see what better fits your profile, because everybody's profile is different. And the same hashtags that work for you aren't going to work for somebody else.
Right. Absolutely. 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 So when you first started, how often did you post?
When I first started, I posted actually quite a bit. I posted like every day, if not every day, every other day. I was constantly posting, trying to get as many people as possible, because the more you post, the more your profile is put out there, the more it can appear on searches, so on and so forth, the bigger your engagement, yada yada yada. Now I probably post maybe two or three. I try to post 3 times a week just so I can stay active, but I don't always. I kind of slack at that sometimes, only because I don't really take a lot of pictures. But yeah,
So within that for the viewers, so what would be some of your, all right, before I even ask that, um, were you posting on a like a regiment schedule, or was it just, hey, whatever, like whenever you felt like it, but as long as you got to post in for the day?
it was a schedule. I had a certain time. That's another thing that Tailwind is good for. They will help you find out the best times for you to post, for better engagement for your site. But I had a system. I knew exactly what time I wanted to post every day. I figured it out myself. When I started out, it wasn't really based off of anything other than when was more convenient for me to post, because I knew when I would be able to get on and actually engage after posting. So that's like the main thing, because the first hour after you post is the most important. And so after posting, you need to know what time of day you're going to have the time to sit and be a part of your post after posting it. It's not a good idea to just post and then get off Instagram. So, 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 so like that's like an important, that's like a key part of it. And there's certain times a day for Instagram that are the best for engagement. That's when people are on the most. That's when people are interacting the most. So that's like usually the best time for you to be on there doing what you do.
You just gave me a highlight. I didn't even the first out. That's true. That's very critical. Very critical. So for someone starting out, what's your recommendation? And like you said earlier, everybody's different. Everybody's page, has different valuable content. But what are a few approaches that someone can take as far as when to post, how to post? Is 3 times a week good enough? Is it every day? What are your some strategies that you've used and explained to them, if that makes sense?
It makes sense. When you first start out with Instagram, I would suggest you get on a schedule, of course, but you don't have to do what I did and post every single day. That's something that I did just because I felt like I needed to stay relevant. But the more I learned, the more I realized that it's basically about having a schedule and being consistent. The more consistency is more important than how often you post. And it's more about the quality than it is about the quantity. So making sure that your pictures are to your liking and what you want to share, and not just putting something out there because you feel like you have to put something out there every single day. It's better to have the time to prepare for yourself. I would say at least post 3 times a week, like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday thing, whatever, whatever. There is a specific window in the morning and a specific window in the afternoon that I found for every platform I've worked for has been around the best time. And that's usually between 8:30 and 10:30, and 3:30 and 5:30 is usually the best times for the most engagement. I don't know why the morning time, but I know the afternoon time is probably because people are just getting out of school, just getting out of work, and the first thing they do is get on their phone and scroll through Instagram. So that's usually the reason for that. So that's why I say like at least post 3 times a week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday is what I do, only because Monday, Wednesday, and Friday those are usually like the best engagement days. That and Saturday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday are usually the best engagement days to get the most out of what you post.
Perfect, perfect. So one last question, just for everybody or for you to give to everybody. It's going to be like almost like a 2 or 3 part question. What did the beginning process up until now look like for you, and how long have you been doing this?
Okay. So when I first started out with Instagram, it was actually a really long time ago, but when I first started out with Instagram, it was first just me trying to like kind of fumble around and see what worked for me and what didn't. I tried a bunch of different new things. I posted different type of content. I posted at different times, different days. I used to post at like 3 o'clock in the morning just because I wanted to see what that would look like. As I progressed in Instagram, I've been doing social media. I've been doing for about 4 years now,
Okay.
I want to say. But my own personal Instagram, I haven't been doing that long. I think maybe 6, 7, 8, yeah, 3 years. I've been doing my own Instagram. And at the beginning, like I said, I was fumbling around. And then as I progressed, as it went on, I kind of got a little bit more structured and I started planning things out, especially when I got more clients because it became necessary for me to be active on my social media at all. Things had to be planned out. And when you're growing social media, I would suggest that if you're really taking the time to grow your social media, that you're doing it for a purpose and not just for the sake of being more popular on social media. So when I'm doing it for a business, it just made sense for there to be structure, for there to be a time for people to know when to expect you, when to know that you're going to be posting something so they can be there. And I have a lot of people who literally know that I'm going to post on a Monday and will just go to my site and just be like, yo, you didn't post today. What's going on? Like, that's important. And then I started getting more focused on engagement and interacting with people. And that's kind of when my Instagram kind of just blew up because engagement is like one of the, if not the most important part of Instagram. You have to engage or you will not get engagement, which is one of the reasons why I said the first hour is so important because you have to be on it. When you first post your picture, commenting on other pictures, getting other people to see you, put your face out there. The more you're commenting, the more your face is out there. And people will see your comment on other people's pictures. People will see you repeatedly, and that will bring them to your site. And if they like what they see, they will stay. And so now I have a schedule. I don't always stick to the same time every single day because sometimes I choose the morning time, sometimes I choose the afternoon time. It just depends on what my schedule actually looks like that day. But I try to post Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Sometimes I post on Saturdays. Sometimes I don't. I try to stick to a schedule now. I don't always because, like I said, I try to focus more on my clients' pages than my own. So I spend so much time on their pages. Sometimes I neglect my own. But now I have a schedule, I have a time, I have a strategy. So after I post the first hour, I know what I'm doing. I have a plan. It's a lot more organized now. So I think that's kind of like the change. Like when you're beginning, you're kind of just fumbling around, seeing what works for you, seeing what hashtags works. But once you get that, once you know what hashtags works, you know what times work best for you, then it's a little easier to just do it, basically.
So just so because everything you just said, you made it sound so easy. Like you made it sound, just a couple times, figure it out. Here you go, and we all blow up. But we all know that's not really the case, and that's pretty much never the case in life. So within this experience, can you tell everyone like how many times have you messed up, or how many times have you planned for something thinking like this is it, and it turned out not to be it, or maybe it was just you ran away with it. You were just that good.
No. Like, no. Honestly, like I can't tell you how many times I've messed up because I've messed up so many times. Like I have this is like actually like my second or third Instagram that I've had to make because um of just different things. I've completely messed up some of my accounts and not knowing what I'm doing. I've gotten some of them hacked. I've tried to do shortcuts that didn't work. I've tried to like quick step and do things, and that's just never the way to go. It takes a lot of time and consistency. You just really have to be patient when it comes to social media. And I know they have like a lot of other agencies that'll be like, oh, get you 1,000 followers in a day. And I tried that too. It just messed me up even more. It was just a whole lot, and it was stressful. It's it's hard to say really. Like I can't say that what the mistakes were specifically, other than that I tried to take a lot of shortcuts. I tried to make it happen faster than I should have, and with my account and with I've never messed up a client's account, but I have made the process longer than it should have been because I was trying to shortcut. Like if you try to make it faster, you're going to make it last even longer before you grow. Trying to do shortcuts do the exact opposite. And that is like probably the biggest thing that I've learned since doing social media is that trying to quicken the process, just like when you're starting a business or anything else, trying to quicken the process will just slow you down, basically. And so I think that's probably what I got like the biggest lesson from everything that I've done since I've started.
I think that's honestly the valuable lesson. I think even some of the people I deal with, a lot of them want to be, they don't want to call it overnight success, but they just think that everything works so like perfect. So, I mean, that was just valuable in its sense. So everybody don't take no shortcuts. However long it takes, it's going to take, right?
Exactly. And it's different for everybody. It took me like forever to get to where I am now. And I'm not even where I want to be yet. So like it's all about patience. It's all about taking the time. You know where you want to be. Don't worry about how long it takes to get there. You just do what you got to do. You do your part and let everything else do what it's going to do. Like you just do what you need to do to make sure that you get there. Like it is simple. Everything that I said that you need to do is simple, but easy is not the word for it. Like simple and easy are not the same. So it's not easy being consistent, especially if you don't see the growth right away, especially if you don't see it happening the way that you thought it was going to happen. And I've had plenty of times when I thought, I was going to get to where I am now, like, oh, I'm going to do this and I'm going to have this plan and this is going to happen. And then before I know it, I'm going to reach here. And then it doesn't happen. And I'm just like, but it doesn't work that way. Like you just have to do your part. And when you get there, you'll get there. And you'll appreciate it more that way.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I think you gave like a lot of gems. I don't think personally. You honestly did. I'm still blown away at the 1 hour engagement. For the most part, I post around, I try to get it up at 1 o'clock on the dot. And I'll have the bad tendency, like I still engage, but sometimes I'll engage right after. So maybe what I've seen myself do is I'll wait till I get my majority of my likes and my majority of my comments. And once I get that, then I'll go back and start liking and start engaging. But because you gave me that tip, I'm definitely going to initiate that today and see how it works for me.
You
But
should. That definitely helps with the algorithms in Instagram now. That helps you appear more on people's newsfeed when they look at the first hour of your post. They see what's happening at the very beginning. And that helps Instagram decide if this post is worth putting in people's feed more or not.
Guys, if you guys like this video, we're going to upload this to YouTube. Ricky's been phenomenal. I'm going to see, Ricky's a busy lady. I've been paying attention to her for about like a month now. But if Ricky does have the time, I would love to do this maybe like twice a month. That's up to her. But if it's something that we decide to do, we will definitely give you guys some more information on how we're going to do this. But if you guys want to get in contact with her, you guys can like DM me, or she can let you guys know in the chat her Instagram, her social media outlets on how you can reach out to her. Can you type on yours?
Yeah, let me see. I'll leave my Instagram and I'll leave my Twitter too because it's actually probably the easiest way to get a hold of me.
No worries.
Yeah, because I'm on there more than I am on Instagram. Okay, there you go. So that should be in the chat now, even though I can't see it anymore, but it should be there.
So, any last words before we go? Anything else you just want to say to the viewers?
Yeah, I will say that even though I just said a whole lot of stuff, have fun when you're doing Instagram because it's gonna really suck if you don't have fun and post things that fit you. Be genuine, be authentic, be 100% yourself. If it's not you, don't copy what you see other popular Instagrams do. It's not gonna work for you. Do you only.
Do you?
Yes.
Do you, boo boo?
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, Ricky, I do appreciate your time. I mean, I think we should just set one-on-ones myself because you blown me out the water so far. You really do know your stuff. So Thank you so much for taking the time out and sharing so much valuable information today.
No problem. Thank you for having me. It was fun. This is the first time for me, so I enjoyed myself.
I hope it's not the first and last time, though.
No, definitely. We should definitely do this again. I think that this is a really good thing to get out there to people.
Perfect, perfect. Well, I won't hold up too much of your time. I know you're busy. I know you got a busy day ahead of you. So go ahead and crush your day and continue improving, continue being a better person.
And you do the same.